guys, today's video is going to be reviewing some brand new makeup products that I've received over the last probably week and a half from a few different places. I think 8 out of the 10 things I'm going to use today is brand new. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and get started and get this done as quickly as possible. For a primer today, it's a brand new primer. This is from Tula Skincare, and this is the Brightening Up Primer Gel. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Pot like this, and it has a little lid. Oh, it's yellow. I mean, it looks yellow. I had no idea it was this color. So it smells super citrusy, so it's definitely not scent free, and it's a very like weird, I don't even know if you can tell, it's a very strange kind of, you see right there, it's kind of like a jelly texture. I first feel it's super thick, so I don't know how much of this I need to use. I just got a little bit out on my finger, and I'm just gonna, it actually feels really, really good going on. It goes from being very thick, like it is in the container, to like, it almost turns into like a cooling water. I'm surprised because I didn't think that was gonna happen. Like I said, this is the first time, so I can't really judge the longevity of any of this, but I will update you guys in a future video. So this is just first impression. The next thing is gonna be what I'm gonna be using for foundation today. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not using a full actual foundation. This is from Colourpop. This is the Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer that they have, and I've been wanting to try some Colourpop things that weren't like eyeshadows for a long time, and I haven't never tried anything that wasn't an eye product from Colourpop, so I'm excited to try this out. So again, it's the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. Looks like this here, and I got the shade 4 in Fair, and let's just see what happens here. Okay, so it's not super thin. I wasn't sure what to expect. Just see what we can do. All right, so I'm just gonna put over like that. I honestly think I got too much. Yeah, I definitely didn't need to get that much. Okay, so again, I'm going to use, like I've been using the past couple times, I'm gonna use the BK Beauty, sorry, foundation brush. This is the 101 brush, I believe, from BK Beauty. And I'm just going to see how this works here. Okay. So first thing I notice is it spreads out really, really well into my forehead. And like I said, this is actually marketed as a tinted moisturizer. It's definitely not full coverage. I would say it's light to medium coverage, to be honest. Hopefully it's gonna be a win because it wasn't very expensive, and I'll make sure to link everything down in the description box for this video if you guys are interested. Then I placed a Sephora order, and I got this, I guess this is new. I'm not really sure if this is new, but it's new to me. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the Glow Wand. So I'm assuming that it's like a more brightening concealer. I've used the Shape Tape, and I really liked it. This looks like here. So you take the lid off, the old plastic lid, and it's got like a spongy, kind of like beauty blender material point on it right here that you can see. And then we twist up the bottom. Oh, I thought it twisted up and like came out here, and then you did this, but that shows you how much I know these days about anything. That is not what that does. Actually, this end twists off, and here's the concealer. So I guess you use this to blend it in. All right, so I'm just gonna put this concealer just around under where my darkest parts are happening. Okay, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, this is also in the shade Sunbeam. So I'm actually kind of confused because the whole thing comes out. I don't know if I don't think I'm just supposed to leave it in here. I don't know. Spinny nose. This, I should have looked up exactly what this, you know what, I'm not gonna use this because I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do with that, and I don't want to take the time to look it up right now. So just know that that's on the end of it, and I'm sure it's for blending somehow, and I'll figure it out. But I'm just gonna use my damp beauty blender to blend this in, and this is the blue one that Sephora had, I don't know, probably a little over a year ago. I like it, so anyway, I just figured I'd get it back out and use it today. So let's go ahead and see if this actually covers the darkness. All right. Okay. Well, it seems. I noticed that it blends out really well with the beauty blender, so that's good. I don't think it's as, definitely not full coverage like the actual Shape Tape, but I think this is just supposed to be like a, well, like it says, a glow wand. I think it's just supposed to give you more of a brightening effect, I think is what we're doing. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is use my e.l.f. under eye brightening powder. This is not new. I've used this a couple of times before. Let's do that. Okay. Might have to get a little bit more for that eye over there. Just use the brush to just smooth it out like that. So far so good. I think looks pretty good. The Airspun powder that I have is in the shade Naturally Neutral. I mean, I know you guys have all seen this before. You know what this looks like. Okay. I love it. It's a really good powder, and I've used it over so many foundations and moisturizers, and it always just works really well. The next thing I'm going to be using is also something that I already had because I don't have a new bronzer. So this is just my butter bronzer from Physicians Formula. And I know y'all know about this too. This is how it looks here. Flat top brush. I don't use bronzer to contour. I just use it to give my face a little bit of color and a little bit of life because it's so pale. So I'm just going underneath my cheekbones, and then I just go around my hairline and just make sure it's blended in. So it's a good bronzer, and it's one of my tried and trues, and I use it all the time. So the blush I'm going to be using today is also new. It's from Colourpop. This is the packaging here. It's got really cute cactus packaging. This is the blush here, and I haven't used it, so I'll take that plastic off. So this is the shade that I got. It has a good size mirror, but the blush looks really, really pretty, and this is in the shade On the Horizon. And this is the shade here. I think it looks really pretty. If it's anything like their eyeshadows, it's going to be super, super pigmented. Err on the side of caution with this blush and go with my stippling brush. This is from Real Techniques, and this is the light layer blush. So it just looks like this stippling brush. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this. I definitely feel like it's very pigmented. All right, we'll see what happens. It's pink. Do this cheek. I mean, it's not a super in-your-face blush, but I didn't want a super in-my-face blush, so I'm just gonna blend that. But I think it's really pretty, and I think it's pretty natural looking. What I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of highlighter, and this I just got in my FabFitFun box. All right, so it looks like this here. So you're supposed to just put a few dots, so that's what we're gonna do. 3 dots and just tiny bit down my nose. See how this works. It didn't add as much as I thought it was gonna add, so that's actually a good thing. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty. It just adds a sort of subtle, really subtle glow. Wait, blender a little bit. Just to make sure it's blended out good. Okay. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is eyes, and go back with my bronzer and do my crease. Okay. All right. Okay, so I did that. Now I'm gonna go in with the palette that's not new to me, but it's the Butter London. That's what it looks like here. I don't even know for sure which palette this is because I got this in a BoxyCharm box. several months ago. Here are the colors in the palette. And normally I gravitate towards this one and this one and this one. But today I thought that I would try something different. And I want to try doing like a light green. I'm trying to branch out of my comfort zone just a little, not very much. The shade here is called Star. What I do is put this on the outer portion right there of my lid and then blend up into the crease a little bit, and then I'm gonna put a different shade on the inner corner. So I'm just gonna lay this down right here. See how that looks. Let's see. Okay, well, that's pretty. It's not too green. It's just enough. It's kind of what I wanted to start with. So let's go with this eye. Just on the outer, about the outer half to outer third, I guess, and then I'm just blending it up into the crease. Then I'm also going to take a little tiny flat top kind of soft bristle eye brush, and I'm gonna go in with that same green color, and I'm gonna put it underneath my lower lash line. That's the only color I'm going to use out of here, actually, because for the inner third I'm going to use the new shadow I got from Colourpop, and this is a shade I've never tried before. These are the Supershock eyeshadows. If you've never used them, they are super pigmented, they feel super good, and you need a very tiny bit to go a super long way. Can I say super anymore? So this is in the shade Flower Child, and I haven't swatched it or anything, but looks like this here. So I'm going to do that on the inner third of my eye, or the inner half to inner third. Let's see. Here. And maybe just a little bit up on the brow bone, just to get a little excess off of my finger. Okay, and then I'm going to do the other one. Ooh, I got more on this one than the other one. I'll have to go back and fix it. Okay. So we're just putting it in the inner corner a little bit and the other third or half of the eye, whichever. And a little bit up here. All right, for eyes, I have a brand new mascara. This is the Mega Volume Mascara from Wet n Wild. I got this from Ulta, and it looks like this here. And this is my first time opening it and looking at the wand, and it looks like the type of wand I like. It's just like the bristles aren't super close together, they're pretty far apart. In the shade Very Black. All right. For an inexpensive drugstore mascara, it's so far, it's not bad. It's not super wet, and it is definitely separating my lashes, so that's good. First application of this, I'm not super crazy about it, but I don't think it's terrible yet either. So it doesn't clump, which is a huge plus. It does lengthen them, and I like the brush a lot. So those are pluses it has going for it. So we'll see what happens. Then the very last step is my lip Coffee Cat gloss from Wet n Wild. It looks really pretty. It definitely smells like coffee. It smells really good. Okay. So that is going to be my makeup for today, and I will definitely report back and let you guys know how all the new stuff is working. So if there's any product that you saw today that you would like to see a more specific review on, just leave me a comment in the comment box, and I'll be glad to let you know that, and I will try to go ahead and link all of these products down in the description box also if you guys would like to check them out. So what I am going to be filming next is a hair video on a new hot tool that I got, that it's like one of those wavy curling clip one things. I'm gonna leave you guys here with that. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.